Hello, welcome to that Wildcraft. I just got proper stuck in there. Finally, well, I'll show you up there, I'll be able to zoom in. Finally got rid of all them stumps. I'll take you up there. I left one because I might use it. Then I tidied up some of the remaining stumps there. The reason I do leave the stumps is because it's two cuts, and if you're doing a lot of repetitive work to be bending down and pushing and holding the weight of the chainsaw, you put your back out. It's repetitive strain injury, so it's easier just to rotate at the hips like that. So that's why I cut them there, and it's two cuts. To get them down to ground level. It's a lot easier as well if you leave them, because the moisture wicks out of them, so there's not as much weight pushing against them, friction pushing against. They were well easier now that I've left them for a bit. But yeah, so just done a bit of tidying today. Yeah, with the stumps, I leave them that high because the aim of the game up until mid-April is getting the fire breaking, because if the fire breaking in, we have a fire, there is no woods, so don't matter about if the stumps are that high, they'll all be stumps. So I just marked out a little area here to extend. I'll come up with a post knocker tomorrow, so this is my mark there to draw out a path. I've been using this as a sort of milling block, so I'll be doing a bit more milling. I've got some big chunky logs, and it serves two functions. So I'll put a post there and make benches along here, extend that bench there. I've just been putting little seats there and just nailing them in so people can have a rest when they've been doing the work days and stuff. These are for signs, way signs to mark like the different things. So I'll bring a stencil and some spray paint up tomorrow to make some more signs. And then there is a video, I don't know what I called it, but it's all of my packaged forage products and spruce tip syrup and the spruce tip what were they? Dried out. You use them for tea anyway. You can use them for anything that's citrusy. So good on fish recipes, lemon chicken, lime chicken sort of thing. You can put it on. I use it as a rosemary substitute as well. Spruce tips. They're coming in May, so that will be a big celebration, and we'll get used to them. But so this is serves two functions. Doing it like this, if you put that off there, it doesn't what open spaces seem to do, because I'm not here all the time. They do and have attracted people to have fires. That has lessened and lessened and lessened with the things that I put in and the presents and the psychological shields, I like to call them. If you cut a wood this big, then it gets burnt. If you cut it that big, it takes a little bit longer, but it gets burnt. But if you cut it like this big, then it doesn't get burnt, because what people don't like is hard work. It's true though. So, and also people by association, they react to things by association. So if you make something look familiar, i.e. like make it look like an allotment, then people know how to treat it. Or if it looks like a back garden, then people treat it like a back garden. And so these are things that without like putting big warning signs, keep out, I've got big dogs and all that, you make it look familiar so people know how to treat it. And then this we've put in the benches in. Also, with obviously for Woodland workshop sort of woodland management base landing site, it also serves that function. It gets rid of open space, so people don't think, oh, this is a campfire ground or whatever. So yeah, I've been doing through here, and while I put a fire break up there. My lens is a bit hazy. That's a bit better. I put a fire break on this. Well, I made a T-junction here. Now there's a fire break along there, and it goes along there. So if you look up, you can see it better there. Right, so there's a T-junction. So I blocked this off for now because I'm still working on that area. So I don't want people walking in. You know, and I've got a chainsaw going and danger and stuff. So what I have done is made this path here. It also serves as a rack as an extra fire break as well, but this is more of an access track that you know, if you know, that's a load of dead wood in there, so if there is a fire, firemen are able to get about out and about and defend like positions as well. Now what else? Yeah, so I'll tidy it up, but I've just got a deadline of up there to get the fire break in and get all that. And what we're halfway through March now, so I've got less than a month. So Jasper, come on. Right, so I'll show you up there. Here we go. So up here, yeah, on the last video you would have seen the boat over there. Oh, so these are all the stumps, all nice and tidy. And then I've put the boat in here. I made a little sort of a fence around it, and then I build that up over time. I've got a painting from my friend. I forgot a second and that will be going up there, also with information about what This Is an Arc is about, and directions to that website, how to engage, do things in your community for free that is productive, and everyone can, all ages, schools, barns, public parks, whatever, your gardens. So this is all nice and tidy. I have there we go. That looks like a good work base now. Now I do need to address some things here if I'm leaving this structure here, because when the firemen did get onto me because of that 3-acre fire that I've been showing you, you know, but like, if there's a fire 15 mile down the road and there was a fire here, and on that same year there was I found 10 wildfires in a 5 mile radius. Now the big one 15 mile down the road, I said square meters, 7 square meters. I should start editing my videos a bit better, but I don't have time. 7 square miles, and it burnt for 42 days. Now this is just one fire. Now if them numbers, them statistics, and this fire, 3-acre fire, 3 acre sounds big, doesn't it? But 7 square miles, damn son, 42 days, that's over a month. So if that isn't a cause for alarm and funds being directed to tackle wildfire, and also do the research, because I've had to do a bloody lot of research, years worth of research and trial and error actually, to figure out the best way to do it is paludiculture for productivity. Stop the water on the land, and then it converts itself, so you don't have to manage it every year with cows and control burning. Looking to sphagnum moss farming, if you're interested in all that. I'm getting a bit carried away. Now I'm going to check on that Jake's and that other area, so I'll cut back there. So bye. Just while I'm here, just thought I'd point out we're going to be up with a post knocker now. I don't know whether, well, there's that pile there, so these are well, the pile there that you've seen over there. So they're all fence post material. So I'm a bit out of touch with that action. It's a workout, that post knocker. So we're going to come with a post knocker, and same as before, this is open space. We can probably judge it better when we're over here. This is open space there, that big circle. So there was logs there, and we're going to get the post knocker, make a channel through here, so it gets rid of this open space, and then it don't feel like a campfire sort of thing, because if you look at the soil, that's where I cleaned up the recent fire, and this is where people gravitate to for that sort of activity now. So see up there. So back at Hatchet Jake's. So Hatchet Jake's hasn't got, we have big plans for Hatchet Jake's. We call it Hatchet Jake's because there's a local horror writer that wrote a story. He's been following the progression of our activity over the years on YouTube and Facebook and whatnot. So he wrote this story. He's got loads of books on Amazon. Daniel, is it P. Ty? Daniel Ty, anyway. He wrote a book called The Warden. He's got about 4 of the Warden series and loads of others. He's a maniac. So it's loosely based on the story of the cabin and the destruction and all that sort of stuff. But there's been a flicker of the startings of that, so you might see the real Hatchet Jake coming out. And so obviously in this story, this is why there's bloody handprints on, and there was for the Whitaker Museum when they come up and filmed us. I still haven't been to the Whitaker Museum and seen that video, so I'm gonna have to get myself down. It's been, I don't know, a year now or something. It'll probably be gone out of the bloody building by the time I get down. There's little artifacts, if you will. There's a dog over there. Jasper, wait. So Hatchet Jake's chopping blood with a bit chopping block, and like a fake axe throwing range that doubles up as a saw or horse and something, you know, for woodland maintenance. And so if you dot them about the woods, when people do come up, there's something engaging, and with it building, like stuff like the boat, people come up just so the kids can sit in the boat and have some butties, a little picnic and stuff. So there's things like that, so it'll start appearing. There's a couple of different stories, and they're going to be called Tales Round the Campfire or something, I think he said. So that's one of the artists involved. Now, yeah, so the door's been ripped off. So this was going to be our winter working shelter, just in case a hailstorm comes and bloody you don't want to get stuck in a hailstorm up here. I've done that before. It's not good. It's really not good. So you need a brew cabin, and just even rain, like warm yourself up, have a brew. I've been working like now, and I forgot my butties, but you know, saves walking up and down the hill and all that lot. So hopefully this year we get to use it for the proper forestry purposes instead of all rubbish piled up and then we take it out. No, we'll get to use it. It's but for the next couple of weeks, because I get a load of jip. Oh, you cut down trees. I need to tell myself to shut up. We'll be doing this fire break, and during the fire break, I suppose it's always ticking, so there might be some more ideas to make it even better for everyone and the wildlife and the economy. Because what is it? Well, it's not going to set on fire for starters. Right. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.